Hey guys, so I wanted to give you just a little bit of an addendum to the 5-minute Kung Fu lesson that we did a few weeks back, talking about shifting in your stance. I wanted to actually show you something that I find to be a useful analogy. You ever made snow angels before? Some of you may not live in a place where there's snow, but you know how it kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe an hourglass? Maybe you're too young to know what an hourglass is. I don't know. Anyway, the idea is that there should be motion at the front and back of your foot when you're shifting, because you're not shifting at the front or back of your foot, but at a slightly forward midpoint on your foot. I'm going to show you an example here in just a second, but I want to emphasize to you that this is just clarifying something that, you know, this is something you can test out too if you have a sandy surface that you can work on, or just hard dirt. But it's a visual you can give yourself. I mean, if you want to mess up your living room floor or whatever, you can sprinkle a whole bunch of baby powder on the floor and try it in your bare feet that way. I recommend just going outside and getting your feet dirty in the sand, or in my case, I mean, I'm just wearing simple shoes. But so let's cut down below so you can see, and talk to you later. Good journey. Okay, so you can see that here my feet are relatively straight, my toes are just ever so slightly in. Remember, Wing Chun, we're not trying to be all pigeon-toed like this. You'll see some people practice this way. It's just bad structure. So we're here, toes are just slightly in. Now, what you see a lot of times is people will be sitting back on their heels and they'll be shifting like a windshield wiper. Now, if you can see the dirt pile in front, there's no motion at the heel. It's all in the toes. Now, by the same token, some people like to be more towards the ball of their feet and they shift with their heels in motion, and once again you have much of the same effect. You've got movement at the heels, not at the toe. So this is what I was talking about, the idea of like a snow angel or an hourglass. When I shift, first of all, feel the pressure point, under your feet on the ground. Make sure that you are kinesthetically aware of where your feet are and where the pressure is. And that way when you shift, and first of all, you're shifting at the hips first and your feet are just coming along for the ride. But when you shift, there should be motion at the toe and at the heel. So when I shift, my whole foot is moving, and you can see quite a bit of motion at the toe and the heel because I'm pinning my foot to the ground through right where my laces end, or you can see here, right behind the ball of the foot. So that's it, just another tweak for your shifting. And this applies really to any art. You really shouldn't be up on the very balls of your feet unless you're in high speed mobility, and you really shouldn't be planted on your heels unless you're resting. That's all I got for you. Talk to you guys later. Good journey.